A woodworker's journey is made possible by the generous support of people like you. Please go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/AELLC to become a friend of the show. Without you, we would not be able to create this fine program. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Baruch Hashem, and welcome to A Woodworker's Journey. Today, I'm going to show you how I squared up the legs of my workbench by planing them without a joiner or planer. Since I do not have a jointer or a planer, I'm going to use a trick I have seen done many times on YouTube. I am placing a straight edge along the entire length of the leg up against the table saw and then run the leg through the table saw. Here I am setting up, making the cut. As you may have noticed, I'm trying something new this episode. I'm not filming an introduction with myself in the room I'm going to turn into my study. The sound quality in there is horrible and the lighting is just as bad. I'm just going to attempt to explain in more detail what I'm doing, both what I'm doing correctly and what I am doing wrong. You will notice that the table saw blade, when fully extended, will not cut through the entire height of the leg, so I will have to flip the leg over and run it through the saw again. If you are enjoying this episode, please don't forget to comment on this video and hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. In this video, I am going to be pointing out the many dangerous mistakes that I make while planing these legs. The mistake I am making here is that I am not pushing the leg all the way through the cut. I did this because I did not have an outfeed table or roller set up behind the table saw, and I didn't want the leg to fall. Instead, my hand hovered dangerously over the table saw blade while I turned off the saw. The eagle-eyed among you will notice something that I am doing very wrong here and quite dangerous. Normally, I have the plastic blade guard over my table saw. Since the height of the leg was taller than the blade, I had to take the plastic blade guard off. The blade guard attaches to the table saw where the riving knife goes. However, when I took the blade guard off, I forgot to install the riving knife back behind the saw blade. That makes this cut and the subsequent planing cuts very dangerous. Please, please, please remember to use your riving knife on your table saw. It is only through the grace of Hashem that a truly dangerous kickback, or worse, didn't befall me. I only noticed this huge mistake when I watched the footage. During my 6-month review, I talked about how filming myself woodworking has been one of my greatest teachers. This is one of those examples. Here I am practicing the cut. I do that often so that I feel comfortable making the cut. I started to make the cut here but stopped. I included this in the video because I want to make an important point when you are working with power tools. If you don't feel comfortable at any time during the cut, stop. There's no need to put yourself in danger. I have now cut all 4 sides of this leg and am checking it for square. I promise, I will have a better angle showing this when I finish the next leg. Now I am going to plane one of the back legs. This went a lot quicker since I had pretty much figured out what I needed to do when I did the front legs. I am using the MicroJig gripper as a push stick to plane my legs. Here you can see it slipping on the leg. You need to make sure that the padding on the bottom of the gripper is clean so that it can get a good grip on the wood. Nothing is more frustrating than when your push stick is sliding on the wood you're trying to push through the table saw. I make yet another dangerous mistake here, when I realized that I was doing something dangerous by not completing the cut and pushing the leg all the way through the table saw. So I shifted over to the back of the table saw while I was making the cut. This maneuver creates a dangerous situation because the piece is not completely supported, and if the saw gets caught on the wood and produces a kickback, I could be pulled into the table saw blade. Again, do not do this. As promised, here's a better angle showing that the leg is now square. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please tell your friends about us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like and comment on this video. A Woodworker's Journey is brought to you by the generous support of people like you. You can support this program by going to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/AELLC to become a friend of the show. We could not do this without you. Thank you for your time, and I hope you found today's episode entertaining.